Hey guys, welcome back. Just starting to do my video, and GME just had a ton of velocity to the downside. This might be their, this might be all they have for an attack. For shares to borrow, I don't know, maybe it's really low. We had a huge pump earlier today, all that volume, and then it kind of was looking good, setting up nice, and then this quick attack to the downside just before close. There's what, 20 minutes left. I'm real curious. This thing just went boop. Tons of velocity. Look at all that volume. Not as much volume as we had earlier when it was jumping up. I want to clear some stuff out to maybe buy some more shares. The short everything DD that I was talking about yesterday. So I watched a video on it from the author, kind of helped explain it. I think it's just called Short Everything. It's another YouTube channel that interviewed the author of it, and he kind of goes over it. And yeah, it's good. It kind of, I guess, made me a little more comfortable, just because I was understanding it better instead of just being kind of in the dark about it and like only understanding 60%. And just the rest is just scary. I'll share it on, I don't think even how to find it, the Short Everything Wall Street Bets. I'm trying to see how you'd even YouTube search it. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just called the Short Everything. You can look on Wall Street Bets on Reddit. It's on here. So if you just search the everything short, maybe that's it. Sorry, little vacuum's going again. It's like under my feet. No, even the everything short, I don't see it. But if you just search the everything short on here, you'll see the post about it. It's crazy. But yeah, let's see what happens here. This is really interesting. This is definitely a little short attack. I don't think this isn't day traders or that kind of thing getting out of it, because this thing is so flat and low volume today. The short everything, I'm seeing it now more with, I think, other stocks. Just a lot of other squeezes have been going on, like legitimately. So even today on CRSR, this was really strange. This thing had a nice run up today and was climbing nicely, and then all of a sudden just quick velocity shot it down. No news. And this, again, this wasn't being day traded. This wasn't being, you know, to where it's like, oh, it's a big pump and dump thing where it's gonna come so quickly. I mean, I know stocks come down, but this is abnormal the way this is moving, as well as GME, of course. This has been moving crazy. I did buy some timber. Look at this thing, it's starting to go. I bought some timber shares, only a few, got like 280. I kind of was just looking over FinViz and looking at, or not FinViz, yeah, FinViz, and looking at different short float stocks and looking at different charts and just kind of seeing where squeezes have happened. And I like how timber was. This is delayed. I don't know when this came out, but I don't really trust this number. This says 58% on timber. I don't know if that's high or low at this point, but as you see here, this has had two highs, higher highs, and then I think this is both the low and this is higher lows, and I think this was kind of squeezes, both of these maybe. And so where was that right now? I was like, I'm gonna get into this thing. And if you look back, let's see, weekly, yeah, this thing used to be a lot more. So this is just purely, I don't really know anything about this sketchy biotech pharmaceutical company. This is purely just from charts, short float interest, and yeah, it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't matter the stock for trading. So I got in here just with a little bit, just to kind of see what happens, based on this chart. I think this thing, I mean, if it keeps this run up, it runs up this time higher, it'll be, you know, 430 or so. But yeah, and then GME, yeah, for a dip, I think I want to even put more into it. I think this will be such a good hedge for if the market does kind of have a correction, and just for once they start covering shorts in all the stocks that are shorted, heavily shorted, but especially GME. Long term today, it's actually ended up coming down. CRSR had that run up and then it dropped, and that didn't help. And then Tesla's been selling off today, but it's pretty flat today. And then this week we're up 2%, about 500 on the week. It's April 1st. No April Fools here. Nope, this is real. On the month, this isn't quite right. We're actually up like 2% on the month, or no, even more than 2%. This was when I had those rocket calls that I decided not to sell. This is kind of skewed. If you look on the 3-month, you can see. So this was March 1 right here, and this was even after some of those rocket calls were starting to go. But on March 1, we're at 25.7. So the month of March, we're up $2,000. So I don't know, maybe 8%, I think, something like that. 3, 5, yeah. So not bad. Growing the last month, which is good because the market's been pretty shaky. So I'm not sure what all that's from, honestly. Just buy stocks that you like and don't sell them. Looks like timber's starting to go here. GameStop, I think that might be it. That might be all. Oh, look at that thing run. I knew I was gonna wish I put in like a couple grand. I only put in like $600, but it's highly speculative. Just charts and short float interest, and hoping that this pattern keeps going up to here. And it's interesting how these are both kind of happening at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't seem correlated now, but initially when this started jumping up, this was having that drop. And just all over the market with stuff that's highly shorted. So that's pretty cool to watch that thing go up. On our E-Trade, I closed out of the Goldman Sachs call credit spread. It was a bearish play. It's kind of stupid. Shouldn't have done it. But I did. It wasn't much. I didn't lose much on it. Oh, and now it's selling off. I sold out too early, maybe. And then also we have what else we do on here? Yeah, Goldman Sachs call credit spread we sold. I think, yeah, margin liquidation. Oh wow, it actually did it. So it's actually, it shouldn't be liquidating me. I have this, there's no date on this margin call because it's just for day trading. But yeah, it's sold out of my debit spreads on GME, I think, because I don't remember selling these, which is really weird. And it sold it out way early. It was at like 1:30. But I guess maybe it's this margin liquidation. I opened up a couple more. margin called me out on my one debit spreads, and I opened up some more calls on GME for next week. So 435, I got 2 of these calls. They're up 13%. I just wanted a little exposure next week with all the DD I've been reading. It's crazy, all the different things that are kind of aligning right now. It seems it's gonna be pretty imminent. Hopefully by next week, but might be a little bit. Given that this is the last day of this trading week, I just decided to get it now and not wait in case Monday it opens up like crazy. Yeah, the DD on here is gotten out of control of just every different little thing that's kind of aligning up for short stop to cover and margin calls and but you know, I don't know, might not be soon. DFV was spooling up for the first squeeze a year ago or 2 years ago now, so hard to know for sure, but it seems like things are accelerating now with DTCC implementing new rules. Any of the other governing places, I don't know, but yeah. And then on our TMBR trade account, Affirm was up a bit and now it's kind of flat. I was trying to sell out of some stuff. Roblox is up some on here. SLGG was up. I sold out of a few different stocks on here, and then I bought the timber. I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. So I do kind of want to get a little bit more of a cash balance with the uncertainty in the market, and also be able to probably get more GME on a good dip if it happens. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with this thing actually. GME going into next week, the 9's still above the 180. MACD's crossed over, which is bearish. It's kind of looks like it's bearish in that sense, with lower highs here. If you look back, it's kind of definitely consolidating, and it could make a big bounce off this 180. This thing doesn't move with technical analysis though, really. I mean, so it's kind of irrelevant. But by next week, you might be crazy. And there's our long term. What a thing of beauty. I don't have anything else for you guys. Pretty slow day. Just watching GME do crazy weird stuff. Check out the everything short, the short everything video on YouTube. And then also you can read about it it's on the GME subreddit. Happy Good Friday, happy Easter, guys. Have a good, nice long weekend. Make sure to sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We will see you on Monday. Okay, peace out. Oh, follow us on Twitter at Happy Money YT. And if you made it this far, write Jim Carrey in the comments. Does that look like Jim Carrey? What movie is that actually? That's not Jim Carrey. Or no, that is Jim Carrey. All right, peace out, guys.